Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. My name is Rabenschild, and some eagle-eyed viewers noticed the mistake that I made the last time when this thing exploded. I activated two pistons on the same arm. That might be a bit explosive. So I repaired this thing, but I changed it. I changed basically the layout of the arms. You can see it. The layout is the same now. So it's basically a copy, and I try to even go with the same orientation for all the pistons and all that stuff. So I didn't change anything there. I hope that reduces the clanginess. The problem that a lot of people always had with having multiple pistons on one contraption or on one something for lifts or for drills or something like that mostly had to do with the orientation of the pistons. For some reason, it's good to orient them the right way. One thing I also did is I named them accordingly, so I can now definitely see which piston, which rotor belongs to which arm. And I hope that gives us an advantage, and we now can see a better result than the last time. I don't want to see this thing explode. That would be a bummer. If that happens, I will go and use just one arm. There were a lot of people that said that is a better way. Anyways, just go with one arm. Don't have it clang all the time. And if again this explode, I will do that. I will find the middle, use one arm there, and then hopefully this works out too. The only thing I can do now is just test it. I can just test it basically. So we have piston arm right and left. I have named that from the other side, so you will have to accept that it is basically the wrong way around. But now we can just go in, find the pistons, and here you can see we have them named accordingly. And now if I now go to reverse, this should go out and hopefully it shouldn't explode. If now the clanginess doesn't stop, then it's definitely the pistons that make the problem here. Let us try it. Maximum distance, we will just go the maximum distance. This impulse axis is allowed to apply blocking obstacles along its expanding axis. High values may result in unexpected values. Okay, this is the effect where you can just basically pull them in and out when something is in the way. Okay, let us just reverse it, see what happens. That is one smooth operation. The last time we did that, we had this wobbling bridge there. This is one smooth operation. If the next ones, these ones, behave the same way now, I'm pretty happy with it. So this is the changes. It must be the update from yesterday, or it must be now that everything is set up the right way. Hopefully it has to do with that. Let us test the next set and see what happens. We still can't be too sure. It still can be just a thing where it delays its reaction. Okay, piston arm 3, that must be, or that is the part. Oh man, If it does that the other way around too, then this is one smooth operation. Brilliant. And we just need to go a bit more down with the next set. Can't really tell how much. Let us see. Let us use the other side. The other side is a bit more appropriate when it comes to testing, because on the other side we would have to open up an oxygen-filled room, and before I do that, I want to test on the other side. So we need the connectors. Get rid of this. We can get rid of this because if it explodes, I will not deal with it anyways anymore. So, and some blocks, the blocks we have. So let us bring in the connector here. I think the orientation doesn't matter really. Let us put in the door, and then we bring in the tube from the other side. Okay, there's now, ooh, take a look at this. There's more than a block in between. So, okay, what we need to do is I want to bring the force of these things down to an appropriate amount, pretty low, just so it catches it a bit, but I don't want to have it tug on the whole thing too much. Maybe we could even go down a lot lower. I will test that if it is bad in any way. Okay, turn that around. Oh no. Let us pull this up again. We can make the test if it goes up then without problems. That, and I will have to, we will just use the bottom two arms, reverse that, but the operation is so nice. This is how I wanted to have it. Yeah, maybe the having it oriented in the other way makes the whole process a lot more clangy than I wanted it to be. Okay, let us see. Now it should work. Have the door on there, and then we just do this, go to the control panel and bring down. It wobbles. Having it wobble is not a good thing. Not a good thing. But I will keep it on 4. So that should be the same on the other side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And just to have the weight balanced, we will do it on this side too. Just so it isn't so misaligned, basically. Go down with the whole strength. And now, if we go down now again with the pistons, we will have to take the top ones then, and then basically align the whole thing. Piston, did I do that right? Yes. Reverse. And then we will have to adjust these ones up there. Question now is if it's better to have these top fully extended and just adjust these ones, or is it easier to just it doesn't really matter where the clang happens, doesn't really matter, I assume, but I think I will do that. So just for also for aesthetic reasons, I have the feeling. So these will be pulled in again, and the top ones, 2, will go and reverse. Even, see that? This thing stands still until the top ones hit it. This is really, really nice. Even fully extended and moving on in multiple ways, it works. Okay, the bottom ones. We will extend 2 meters. 2 meters. So yeah, sorry for showing you the control menu over and over again. Maximum distance will be, let us go with, yeah, 2 meters. Just to... Ah, perfect. Now I have this problem here. It doesn't connect. How can I solve this? This is so weird that the distances don't add up. So I can't change this. I can't change this. The connectors rely on, yeah, they don't align too well. That's problematic. If this one, if I would, for example, heighten the, oh, this could be a solution. Let us go and, oh no, don't do this to me now. This is trying to pull it in. We need to change this. Okay, I go with all the connectors, not the doors. I need the large connectors, and we will just disable it. Just turn it off. So this doesn't swing basically on its own. What we need to do and what we can try now is, because here you can see that we are misaligned on this axis. Now we go and try to use these rotors. So this is 3. We can use 3 and 1 to, ow, maybe push that out. Oh, it's such a, this is just work that makes me crazy, because it is just, okay, rotor 3 and 3, and then go and extend. We just fully extend here. Oh, it's still swaying. That's not good. That is not good. But this should be, yeah, now it's fully extended. And we will extend number 1 to, I have the feeling, let us go with, yeah, 20 centimeters. If it overshoots, we can just pull it back. Finagling this into place. Otherwise, the problem that I have is that I don't know if I can pull the other ones basically in. That I can't tell if that would work out. But it seems that this doesn't change anything for us. So here we still have the same problem here. Let us see what happens if we open this up. I need to open this now. Although I lose oxygen now like crazy. Oh! Why does this happen now? Did I misalign it? Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This should be correct. Question is the other stuff should be correct too. This is oh no. It's right. It's right. So where does this come from? This should be absolutely the same. The lamp there is 1, 1. And it seems to be straight, so there is no... This is some... I will not question it right now. I will just remove this and remove this. This will explode now into parts. No, it doesn't. Good. Okay, let me get rid of the parts. And I have here now. And get this block. Maybe it fixes itself now by just having this and this. No, it doesn't. 5. Yeah, okay, here's my initial problem. Let us pull the top ones back in. It's if this now just doesn't work because of piston or because of misalignments in there, I would be pretty unhappy. If this just doesn't work because there's something not aligned in a way that I want it to be aligned, that would make me a bit angry. Just a bit. A teeny tiny bit. But where's the problem? This is coming out 1, 1. It should be absolutely the same. So here you can see flat, from here flat. Maybe I didn't count this right. Maybe the gap in between is, I don't know. I will just bring it down again and don't know, maybe something lights up when I have it down again. Otherwise I will make a short break and take a look what it could be. Piston, and I think I pulled in 3. Yes, reverse. Oh no, 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 no. Control panel 0 disabled. Now this one shouldn't. Large connector. Wow. Something is going wrong here. Ouch. So this is aligned the right way. This isn't. Big problem here is I see now that maybe it's not misalignment, maybe there's something going, maybe it's not straight enough. See that? There could be, it could be that there's a bit of misalignment in there. And that could make a bit of a problem. But it shouldn't, because now everything is 0. So it should just align perfectly. And this should be aligned too. Let me make a short break and see, maybe I can do something by pushing or whatsoever. Question is, can I fix that in any way? Let me try. We will try to brute force it a bit. I have put some blast door blocks over the connectors. I hope that they push it a bit, let's say it that way. One thing I also did is I set the top rotors not to go to 0 but go to -1, -1 degrees. It pushed it over a bit to this side. So this was able to connect, and this was also in a better position so that I could make the original length here. The only assumption that I can make is that these parts stick out more than they should, and they do. They clearly do. If we just position a block under it, you can see that it sticks out a bit more, and that should be the case here too, and it is the case here too. So this adds up. It is not something, a calculation mistake I made. And again, I'm pretty sure there's misalignments in the rotors. You can see it, that they don't completely go to 0. It says 0, but they don't. I will have to align that by hand, but the problem is that with the -1 up there, I already have a crazy amount of, so this one is kissing the other connector, and the problem is this one is still a bit too much over to this side. So we will try the brute force for once. If something gets damaged, I hope that the pistons just pull back if it's necessary. We will have to see. Let us test it. If it gets destroyed now, then we at least were able to see that the whole thing works correctly if everything is set up the correct way. Now it's a feat of finagling. Otherwise we will have to deal and try to deal with the connectors too. Maybe we can do something about them too. So let us go in, and we left out one. We will just try and push it in. Now it's I just now can hope that nothing explodes and nothing rips apart, and that maybe the blast door blocks. No. No. See that? It's not made for that purpose. It's just not made for that purpose. That's so bad. That is so bad. That is so bad. We will have to try with a different method. We will have to try with a different method. Maybe, yeah, let me bring that back up so I don't damage it more than it needs to be. But it's good to see that it is at least so stable that it doesn't explode when it pushes down on these things. See, this part is just a bit too long, and it counts for this part too. So then they sit on top of each other, and that's not good. And we figured out that this door part is needed so that the whole part here is airtight. One thing we could... No, we saw two airtight parts. We saw two airtight parts. So it's leaving the doors behind. Leaving the doors behind will not help us. What we could try is if we remove the door part here, and then remove the door part on the other side. Maybe that helps, and maybe that gives us... But it had a door. It had a door. It had a door. So let us see what it does. I want to remove this part. Go and color it. Let me do a bit more work, just a bit more work, stuff that I would have to, that I would need in preparation for other stuff too. I will close that in and do some piping so that we can eventually make the whole thing airtight. Give me a sec. I have removed the two end caps basically now. This part is now completely not airtight, and I can't remember if it was airtight with just the doors here, if it's locked, because the doors are what it makes airtight. This block expands into the other block. If it then later counts as one part, as one subgrid, maybe it gets airtight then. We will test it. Otherwise, I will, until the next episode, make some test with hanger doors or something like that. I want this thing to work, because now the whole mechanical part works out. And now if I can get the whole thing to work as an airtight bridge that I can use, man, that would make my day. So let us bring it down, see if it fits now. Now it hopefully fits in there. That's the main thing that I have right now, piston. Now the thing is heavy, crazy heavy. I hope the pistons can deal with it and nothing explodes now. Please fit in there now, please. Please, 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 with sugar on top. Please, 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 please. No, no, no. This is so... I don't know. I don't know why this is happening. Lockdown. No, we can't wiggle it into place. Maybe more changing angles. Now that one side fits and the other side doesn't, that makes it even worse, I would say, because what is... Oh, did something jump out? Now it should be straight again. Let us bring down. I would say we bring down. We bring down the top two and see what it does now. I want to see how crazy the misalignment is. Maybe if we just do some works with the angles down here, maybe then it fits. We don't know actually. Hey. Why does it do that? No. Okay, then let's back up the... I just want to see the misalignment. I just want to see the misalignment. The problem now is I'm getting a bit angry. That makes working with the whole thing a bit more infuriating for me. No, it makes the whole thing a bit more stressful. Okay, there it... And there it works out. So where can we maybe see that is the problem. This is 0 for rotor 3. Rotor 3. No, this is minus 1 and minus 2. You crazy guys. This gets pushed somewhere. This gets pushed somewhere. What if we reduce... Could we do something with the braking torque that maybe brings that back? So if we loosen up the braking torque everywhere and it can move freely, basically, then could we... But the braking torque is just for slowing it down. It's not for working against it. If we go down with the torque, I'm not sure. It's the misalignments in the rotors that make this stuff happen. if we now go and set, for example, the rotors down here, or the rotors on 3 to -1, then it could end up... Come on, we test that now. The last test for today, and then I will deal with it over the weekend, and hopefully I find a solution for it. If it explodes now, it was worth the try, because this definitely, yeah, proves that it works out, that it is not as bad as I thought. Okay, what did it do? See that there? It seems to be a bit better, but it's swinging now. That's not good. So I don't know, this always is a bit... Let us try to push it down and see if it now fits in. The problem always will be that I can't really say if... Oh no, now it's just... Oh no, it just sits on top of that thing. Let us see if we go with the last set of pistons now. Maybe it fits right now. Maybe the whole thing works a bit piston 4-4. Maybe it works a bit like a blast door block. No. See that? It's just a hair. It's just a hair that is missing. It doesn't work out. We will have to go with a different take. People, sorry for disappointing you again. It's all these things that... Let me do something. It's all these things that yeah, I don't know, that get to me, that always get to me. I want to make a screenshot of that. It's just a hair that is basically missing there, and I'm not too happy with this. I'm not too happy with this. We will have to try a different way. Maybe try airtight hangar doors or something like that. I will deal with this over the weekend and see if I have success with, yeah, maybe airtight hangar doors or something that like this. These connectors would have been perfect. Perfect, I say. We will see. We will see. Good people. Yeah, I say that's all for today. Hope you liked my tests and hope you liked that this now works. But again, now even with one piston in the middle or so, it wouldn't work, because now it's the end caps are the problem. Good people. Thanks for watching, I say, and I hope to see you in the next episode. See ya, guys.